Hello everyone, I hope your week and weekend has been good, and thanks for joining me here on this new episode of Political Peaks. Today on the show, we cover a brand new addition to the 2020 Utah gubernatorial race. We learn more about a campaign event hosted by Second Lady Karen Pence down in the Salt Lake Valley on Friday, and we find out more about a recent announcement from Utah Senator Mike Lee. We have a big show ahead of us today, so let's get right into it. Former U.S. Ambassador and Utah State Governor Jon Huntsman will be seeking another term in the state capitol building. He announced his gubernatorial re-election campaign at an event earlier this week hosted by Southern Utah University. In a recent interview with the Salt Lake Tribune, Huntsman called his tenure as Utah governor the most honorable position he's held in his political career, as well as the best job in the world. He is definitely excited to get back into the position and is, quote, eager to finish what he started during his previous terms. Huntsman is remembered favorably as one of the most well-liked governors in Utah's history, with his approval ratings topping out at 90% during his time as governor, numbers that we rarely see in U.S. politics. Huntsman said the focus of his re-election campaign will be managing the state's recent rapid growth in both population and in the state's economy, saying that Utah urgently needed to start thinking ahead, or the state better be ready to fall behind. With Huntsman entering the race, many political experts here in Utah are saying the election will be a face-off between him and Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox, who has spent the last 6 months touring the entire state in a campaign RV, gaining the endorsement of 125 Utah mayors. The addition of Huntsman in next year's gubernatorial election definitely makes things interesting. In other news, Second Lady Karen Pence spent her Friday down at the Utah State Capitol building to file paperwork to put President Donald Trump on Utah's March primary ballot. She was joined by a group of Trump supporters who cheered her on as she stressed the president's support for religious liberties, conservative economic policies, as well as other GOP issues that many in the state are very passionate about. Pence also mentioned that the 2020 election will be a very close race and that it will take major grassroots efforts from voters in states like Utah to get the president reelected. Pence was joined by Utah Senator Mike Lee at the event, who announced that he would be taking the position of co-chairman of the Trump re-election campaign here in Utah. Lee, who is originally an outspoken opponent to the president, jokingly said at the event that he, quote, took the scenic route in becoming a supporter of the president. Also serving as honorary co-chairman of the Trump victory campaign here in Utah are former Senator Orrin Hatch, Representatives Chris Stewart and Rob Bishop, State Attorney General Sean Reyes, and Utah Senate President Stuart Adams. That's it for us today here on Political Peaks. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, follow us on all of our social media at Park City TV and head over to parkcity.tv for more great community content. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next Sunday.